movie releases you can win. Take a look at some of these in Colin's Corner.
Good morning. Well, first of all, this week we've got the 25th anniversary of the classic fast food comedy Good Burger, coming from Paramount, which is the big screen adaptation of the Nickelodeon sketch that finds Kel Mitchell and Kenan Thompson as employees of an old burger joint who find themselves in a battle with the high-tech Mondo Burger that opens across the street.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Next, we've got Reno 911, The Hunt for QAnon, which is also coming from Paramount. The movie reunites the cast of the Comedy Central show on their quest to find Q, the mysterious figure behind the QAnon conspiracies, by taking Q's booze cruise, which unwittingly lands them on Jeffrey Epstein's old island. Hilarity ensues. Kino Lorber is releasing the Best Picture Marty on Blu-ray this week, a movie that stars Academy Award winner Ernest Borgnine as a middle-aged butcher who's given up on love, who meets a lonely school teacher at a dance, and bam, it's kismet. Except his friends keep finding fault with her, so will he find a way to follow his heart? Arrow Video has a pair of horror flicks coming out this week, including Hell High, a tale of delinquent school kids who pull a horrible prank on their biology teacher, but guess what? When she was a little girl, she accidentally killed 2 people, so she snaps and goes on what can only be described as a rip-roaring rampage of revenge. The Righteous is what's described as a brooding occult thriller with echoes of Bergman and Pasolini. And if you recognize those names, then you may get the vibe this movie's going for. A story about a former priest who's depressed over the loss of his daughter, who welcomes a stranger into his house, which is never a good idea in the 21st century, and begins to wonder if that stranger is an emissary from God or the devil. And speaking of God and the devil, Blue Underground is releasing a 4K edition of God Told Me To, which is a 70s thriller about a New York detective who's befuddled by a series of murders committed by random people who all tell him they did it because God told me to. If you figured that alien insemination and homicidal messiahs would figure into the plot, then you'd be right. In order to win one of these movies, jump on over to our website, mystateline.com, and register on that contest page.